on Saturday morning, Jefferson Memorial Forest, and I'm doing my last shakedown before I do a 120-mile AT hike in mid-September. So I've got my full pack. It's got 29 pounds in it, and I'll be out here for I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, so 10 to 15 miles depending on how long I stay out here. So this is all my videos before have been on my iPhone, either my 6 or my 7. I got this GoPro, which is waterproof, so my iPhone 7 is waterproof too, so that all works out good for the trail. So I'm doing some test videos with this before I go out onto the AT. So I'm getting ready to do a descent out on something called the Red Trail at Jefferson Memorial Forest, and these are just to give you an idea of what these look like in the local area, and then I'll do some of these ascents and descents when I get out on the AT, so you get a feel for what they look like. So here we go for the first descent for the day. It's beautiful out here. Temperatures like 60, 62 degrees, sunny, no humidity. The forest is quiet. We're just going to go down this hill all the way down there, way down there. So we're at the top, we're going to go to the bottom. There should be a creek. And this trail, if you look at this trail is easy compared to anything we do on the AT. Anything on the AT is harder than this. This is like carpet. When you're out on the AT, this would be carpet. So the downhill, this is one of the harder downhill hills in Jefferson Memorial Forest, and this would be one of the easier downhills on the AT. These rocks here, AT is covered with those. Everywhere is rocks, roots, rugged terrain. Nothing like this. So we got a little bump here, and then we'll go down again. A lot of people were camping out here. A lot of big group camping going on out here. You can camp at Jefferson Memorial Forest. A lot of people don't realize that, but they have lots of campsites at the top. Something called the Horion Reservation. It was packed. I've yet to see any of those people on the trails. It's like 10:30 right now, so they may have came through here earlier. There's no spider webs, so that's an indication that somebody's come through this trail before I've gotten here. Because the first one through has to knock down the spider webs. They're created every night. They're destroyed and redone every night by the spiders. So, and that's quite, when you do some night hiking, you always get a face full of spiders, webs and spiders. And when you do early morning hikes, when you're the first one out of camp, you get a face full of spider webs and spiders. Some of those spiders are small. Some of them are huge, huge. So not always, almost never a pleasant experience, especially when you get into the big spiders. And for whatever reason, they make them at the face height of a human. So I'm 6'1", so anybody is between 5'8" and 6'1", the spiders are literally right at your face height. The good thing is you can see them sometimes before you run into them, but if you don't see them, it literally is right in your face, and that's creepy. That bugs you out a little bit. All right, so we're still descending. This is so gradual. Like I said, this is almost like flat terrain on the AT. AT is not really flat. You're always going up or down, so we would consider this flat when we're out there hiking. The fact that I can talk to you and I'm not out of breath is an indication of how flat this is for me. So okay, now we're gonna go pretty much a straight, not a straight down, but for the Jefferson Memorial Forest, it's about as straight down as you're gonna get. Now, if this is raining out here, it'd be slick. I'm hiking. I'm holding the camera in one hand, and I'm using a hiking pole on the descent. It's trying to save my knees. When you descent, as you get older, it's harder on your knees. So a hiking pole or trekking pole will save your knees because it takes the shock out of your knees and puts that shock into a pole. You can actually see the pole quiver. If you didn't have a trekking pole, that quiver, which is energy vibrating, would go right through your knee, and that will tear your knees up. So make you feel older than you already are. So trekking poles are great on the way down that hill because they save you. Now we're down that descent. We just came down there, and now we're on a flat descent going down to that creek. Flat descent's not so long, but some of the stuff that I do is flat, not flat.